I think I'm gonna start right at the very beginning. Back in, oh, let's see, well, the first real time that I started experiencing psychological problems was at the age of 14. I started checking things all the time, checking light switches, checking numbers I read on pages, like books, checking the stove to make sure it was off. It started one day, I remember I was sitting under a tree in the backyard, and I had this intolerable need to go upstairs and check one of my books. And I never had that feeling in my life up till then. So I went upstairs and checked it. And then the next day it was like 10 or 20 things I had to check. And by the time a week or two went by, I was taking up every minute of the day, constantly checking things. And that went on until I was about, well, it went on for my whole life. It still went on a little now, but it's not near as bad as it was back then. Then the real higher anxiety started when I was around 18, 19 years old. But getting back to the whole situation in Western Massachusetts, I have a big problem telling this story. And I don't know how much of I should tell. It involves some people's private matters and a sort of pain that, I mean, if these people are all right, which I don't know, then I could be doing more harm than good by telling the story. But I've seen people who, well, I won't get too, anyway, so Mike was, this will be the last part that I'll talk about tonight. But I don't know, I don't remember how I met the girl that was mainly with them. But I met her and she started staying with me, and as I said before, what Franklin said one day about a night he stayed with her was so sickening that I kept her all the time after that, as far as I could, and tried to make sure as much as I could that she was safe. And one day, Mike wanted me to go out in the woods with him. And we go about, and this has to still be behind Mountain View Apartments, it has to still be there. If it's been covered up, then the depression where it was covered up is still there. But he takes me about maybe a quarter of a mile in the woods through a path. A very sparse path, not much to it, but it allowed you to get through to his campsite in single file. So we got to the campsite, he had I think I already said this, but he had a tent there. I think I did. I think he pulled back the top and there was like a 6 or a 9 foot drop. And I all the way I was up there, my opinion of this guy was so that I didn't know if I was going to make it back to the apartment complex alive or not. But I did. And I doubt very much that could have been a kiln he had. You know what a kiln is for cooking or transmuting different metals, or I don't know, metals, but plastics and stuff, for the cooking of that. And there's a slight possibility it could have been for trapping animals. And that doesn't very much raise up the moral caliber of what that was anyway, because the dogs would disappear all over the neighborhood. The only dog that did disappear was the beagle. And and if he was a punk rock band member from San Francisco, that means everything he said did was a lie there at Mountain View Apartments. Because he he portrayed himself as an ex-Marine. He wore khaki all the time. And it's someone else at Mountain View I read recently recognized him too as that person. But the main, I had, after 4 months or 3 months it might have been, of trying to help her, I was worn down to a frazzle. And I said to her, I'm gonna have you go with the Jehovah's Witnesses. I can't take this anymore. It was, and that's the one mistake I made. She let her stay as long as she wanted or needed because it was something she was upset and nervous about. That's something I'll never know, but she was really nervous about not staying here. And I made a call to an agency and they to try to make sure she'd be safe too. And she had a lot of clothes that were still in the apartment. Jehovah's Witnesses didn't take the clothes. And Mike was, after I made that call, he actually threw his computer away. And after that, about maybe a month or so later, I went back to my home, and then things got really strange. And the man who sectioned me twice, when these constant sections started, the man who sectioned me twice was, I swear to God, I recognized him the second time. He was the man that girl, that poor girl who was on the news all the time at that particular time, he was that sketch, that was him who sectioned me. He was either a nurse practitioner or a psychiatrist, and he sectioned me from Pawtucket Memorial Hospital. That was him. And then the constant sections started. And I mean the constant sections. Now, I'd been told by about 4 psychiatrists back in the early 90s to mid-90s that I was not schizophrenic. I was told that. Now, all of a sudden, the diagnosis was constant schizophrenia. And, so the diagnosis has changed after this whole situation. I wound up in Fall River. This is going back, but I wound up in Fall River from Warren, Rhode Island. And Fall River had a different feeling to it than a lot of other towns. People were much more willing to help each other in Fall River than a lot of other places. It was more of a brotherly, sisterly, get help in each other type of feeling in Fall River that I'd never seen anywhere else. And they were very poor.